Yeah, I don't care.
I think it's like that with most things. Once you stop caring, it's like now things are better.
I don't. I I'm I was gonna lie and say I don't care. I care about a lot. I care.
No. I care about a lot, but there's some things that you don't need to care about, and sometimes there's some things you need to care about, and caring about it helps. But then there's times when it's like you can care about it,
I mean,
care about it too much, it's a problem.
the ability to control what I care about definitely does dwindle at times.
Sure.
Uh yeah, and I guess that's what I mean more about like
Sponsored by BetterHelp.
betterhelp.com. No, I don't yeah, no. That's like what
Should we do our own therapy?
our
Just
own
unlicensed
our
therapy,
own online therapy.
but it's just completely unlicensed. Like, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, do we need a license to I mean,
I don't think that the licensed people even have real licenses.
I feel like it's really how we list it or title it.
No, we have to explain that we aren't.
Exactly.
We're just guys being
Like if
dudes.
you take our advice, that's on you.
They're like, I'm really thinking about killing my mother. It's like, well, is she a
All right,
bitch?
all right, ladies and gentlemen, brand new episode of On It. You got me, you got Devin, and we got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of stuff in March in the football world, and that's it. That's the biggest. That's the biggest and
That's
hottest
all we
sport
got.
right now. And it's not even being played. It's just
Whenever I go through and like I'm watching like sports highlights on social media, I just skip through all the basketball stuff. Doesn't mean like I don't. At least right now,
I mean,
there's
yeah,
some things that'll catch my eye,
I
but
get you. I
it's
feel
just
you.
this like monotonous like, oh, this happened. It's like, well, that changed nothing.
Yeah, I'm not. Or like it's when like nah, I don't know. Like there's times like I remember like a week ago when like Ant hit his head on a rim.
That's cool.
When I
That
saw
was
that, I
cool.
was like, God damn. Or like when
That was
or
sick.
like if Wemby gets dunked on or gets blocked or
Yes,
whatever, it's like okay,
yes.
it's like all right. It's
Like, but
interesting, but like for a minute.
like the Pelicans beat the Hawks.
See, okay, you're talking like outcomes of games, yeah, 100%.
Outcomes of games
As
are
of right now, I'm 100% not that invested in that. Not
no.
until the postseason. But, I mean, do we talk about? And I say this every episode, and it continues to stand true. And that's the one of the biggest things happens right after we film on Mondays, or the next
Always,
day on Tuesday.
always. Like the next morning.
Yeah, that next morning. So the next day
That
after.
was the news that you sent me right away. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, look, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about what everybody else is talking
I
about.
told you they didn't want him, dude. I told you they didn't want either of them. I told you that.
Is
Ain't nothing special about those boys, at least on that team.
is Derrick Henry? Is he the missing piece? Did Derrick Henry make the Ravens a Super Bowl team? Are they the number one team?
We haven't talked about
Are they
Henry. I was
it?
talking about another team.
I don't know who you were talking about because when you said that, I'm like, yeah, no, they don't want J.K. or Gus. Fuck them. I was like,
LA,
they
but
want
they
Derrick.
don't want JK or Gus. Agreed.
Derrick Henry's a Raven.
Derrick Henry's a Raven. Because we were
People,
talking about, well, right when Gus got traded, we were like, oh, yeah. At least I was like, you guys are getting Henry.
I mean, we said on Monday's episode, like, yeah, no,
It
Derrick
would be cool to have a Derrick Henry Raven jersey.
And then the next day, as the video is published,
Because free agency started on Monday.
yeah,
It was a second day thing, and it was early in the morning.
So as the last episode was publishing, Derrick Henry became a Raven. I'm like, God damn it!
And I saw all this talk like, oh, the Ravens Super Bowl odds haven't changed and all this shit, and it's like, agreed. Like they shouldn't.
I get what you're saying. They should already be high. Is that what?
Yeah, but like we talked a lot about how the Ravens are a run-heavy offense who have the best run offense in the league. Like adding a piece to the run game is a help, especially a guy like Derrick Henry. You'll get more production out of one guy than you've had in a long time. But it's not like this game-changing thing for at least this team. For other teams, sure, not this team.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a big move, but it's nothing that's
okay. Here's the thing:
completely absurd.
Is he as a big is he as much of a game changer as a Raven compared to when he was a Titan? I'm not totally sure because, and let me explain that. When I say that, I mean if Derrick Henry, if anything happened on Tennessee, 9 times out of 10, it was something Derrick Henry did. So he wasn't
Potential.
just the game changer; he was the game. He
He
was
was the
the
entire
Titans'
game. Yes.
game plan. So,
And if he didn't touch the ball 45 times, they're not winning.
yeah, when you come over to Baltimore and you're playing with a MVP quarterback, it's like obviously not all. This is not all the light is not going to be shined on you.
No.
So maybe you're not as much of a game changer as you were,
Yeah.
but when it comes to a running back coming to a team with hopefully by the time the season comes around a better O line than he's played with in Tennessee.
You guys lost the guy, no?
We lost. We're
You.
Ravens are we got Derrick Henry, and then just we're losing everybody else.
Mush
Everybody else
that
is
O line
just
out of
going.
there. Well, maybe
Everybody
that's a
else is
draft thing
going.
you guys are gonna get.
I hope so. I hope so. But
Like I don't know who else you guys would be able to draft other than an O line.
like us just talking about Derrick Henry being a Raven to me isn't that important or entertaining or interesting because we kind of knew. I mean,
I knew.
we knew. We said
Well,
it
at
on Monday.
least when Gus moved,
Yeah.
it was set in stone. But again, like all that talk about like the last two trade deadlines, it's like, oh, Derrick Henry's interested in being a Raven. And then it was like after the season, it was like Derrick Henry's interested in being a Eagle or a Raven, and then Saquon goes to the Eagles, and Gus leaves. It was set pretty much.
Saquon goes to the Eagles. Gus was out of there. Derrick Henry is a Raven, but to ask the question again, are they the favorites? Are they number one right now
In the AFC?
in the NFL?
Are they number one?
As a
They
Raven,
should be,
as a Ravens fan,
but I think KC will hold number one regardless.
you're saying,
And they got your trash.
are you saying
They got some of your scum.
we'll talk about it. You're saying going into this
Scraped it off
year,
the top,
you're saying going into this year, or you're saying that's going to be inevitable by the end of next season.
No, going into the year. Until the season starts, they will be the favorite.
I would have to agree. Like as a Ravens fan, I could easily sit here and be like, "This is it. This is it." I'll say one thing.
I think the Ravens team is better.
We're better with Derrick Henry, but I can't stand the people. And at this point, it's like these are just people that are never gonna understand. But like, there are people who are like, when this got announced, I can't stand the people who are like, "Okay," and it's like, no, this is this is a big deal.
This is a big deal for sure.
Because it's like, but as a Ravens fan, if I get too excited, it's like, okay, yeah, you think he's going?
Oh, you're just a Ravens.
Well,
No,
it's like,
this is a big deal. This is a team that was in an AFC Championship last year. This isn't the Packers getting Josh Jacobs.
I mean, if I was a Ravens fan, I would be. If I was not a Ravens fan, I would be going, "Oh shit, they made it. That is a move. That is a big move." Kansas.
I mean,
City,
Henry. I mean, I think this is 2 years too late, but still pretty impactful.
Kansas City, they are confusing the shit out of me. Because they renegotiate Patrick Mahomes' contract to clear up some cap space, but they sign Chris Jones to a huge deal or a huge extension or deal. Or at this point, I'm so lost in
I don't know.
in memory.
I don't give two fucks about Chris
And then
Jones.
apparently they're set to give
the only thing he'll be remembered for is his combine.
They're set to give Travis a big old extension.
Of course,
but it's like I don't know how long that's gonna last. Where it's like, all right, well, Kansas City can just spend money on 3 people and just get whoever and win a Super Bowl. Maybe it'll happen again. Will they 3-peat? Yeah, they could.
Yeah,
but
because they got the richest lady in the NFL. They got the richest person in the NFL.
And it's like for recency bias sake, yeah, Ravens got to be number 2.
Yeah.
But I don't know what, and we're going to talk about some of these teams, but I don't know what the Texans are going to look like. I don't know what the Jets are going to look like. I don't know what the rest of the AFC North is going to look like. I don't know what the AFC East is going to look like. I don't know what's going on in the AFC before we even touch the NFC.
I don't know what's going on.
Period.
In the league.
That's what I'm saying. Because we were kind of just talking. We switched to just AFC, but I mean the entire league. I'm not too sure. This last week has shaken up the league, and
I don't know if I don't know if there's been an off season like this that I've seen.
in a
I mean,
while.
there's not a lot of quarterback moves or anything, but everything else is
I'd like
pretty rough.
to.
Eric Armstead went somewhere. I don't know.
I'd like to do research and see like I would say like the last time there was this much noise about
Yeah,
off-season moves was probably what Brady.
but it's not even like it's just like fake noise. Like, hey, hype us up. We're moving a lot of guys. Like, no, these are big players.
No, I would say
Like,
that
teams have
the
changed.
last time there was this much real noise would probably be like when Brady went to Tampa.
Yeah, but that was one guy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
A few guys,
that's what I
maybe.
meant by doing research. Like I'd like to see maybe something else happen. Maybe there were more moves, but like
Yeah.
that just took over anything
Someone
else that
said something to me like 2013.
happened.
Can't remember what it was.
See, but it's also a lot of moves.
Manning, maybe.
It's a lot of multiple good moves
Yeah.
that happened this year. Like Aaron Rodgers.
I don't hate a lot of these. Like these moves are like for the benefit of the league.
Yes, but Aaron Rodgers to the Jets last year outshined any other move.
Every move.
So
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
what are we going to talk about besides the fact that Aaron Rodgers is on a brand new team? The same way when Tom went to Tampa, it's like, what else are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
That's
There was not
that is the move. That if there is any
last
move,
year. I don't. Yeah, it was just A-Rod.
see, but that's all we remember. There could have been great moves. Like there could have been. I mean, I don't. See, that's the thing.
This
I
is
can't
this is
tell
the
you.
but this is like there's a lot of guys who are either in their who are at the end of their rookie deals. A lot of great guys who are at the end of their rookie deals or at the end of their second deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like guys who are in their complete primes who are now moving.
It just
Like we
lined
don't
up.
see that. Like we see that every couple years maybe, but this is the first time where guys are almost opposed to staying in the same place.
So it kind of the regular season kind of translated over because of like the amount of different starting quarterbacks last year, the amount
Yeah,
of movement last year during the season.
during the season. Yeah,
It's kind of like it's like I don't know. It hasn't slowed down at all. It just kept, if anything, it got more intense.
yeah,
But Derrick Henry is a Raven. I'm excited. I'm definitely
yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Of course.
If we do what we're supposed
I
to
mean,
do,
the amount of hype. I mean, it's King Henry, dude.
it's King Henry. And if we do what we're supposed to do and what everybody expects us to do and thinks we should do, I think we're gonna be number one, number two contender to win a Super Bowl next season. But
At least in the AFC, yeah.
if we go in the AFC Championship game next year and drop back on 3rd and 1 instead of giving it to Derrick Henry, we
You
might.
guys might be in a Marshawn type of situation, having that type of guy.
And that's the thing. Like I can't do that as a Ravens fan. It's like we've had some bad moments, but we've never been cemented in history with like a super
Terrible call.
terrible move or call.
Well, there's a
or anything.
terrible kick,
Well, what?
Mr. Cundiff.
Yeah, Billy Cundiff. That's the worst thing. Talking about a game. Like, okay, I'll take it. Shit, I think Lee Evans' drop before that was worse.
Sure.
The play before that. So,
What's the worst Redskins career move?
well,
I think the last.
play. I mean,
I think the last 30 years.
well, I mean, I would say like remembered part of history.
Yeah.
Something bad would be like RG3's knee, like getting
That's fair.
shut up, like that.
Theismann.
That too, like that time in history where it's like,
Yeah.
it's like people will not forget that. So yeah, that Malcolm.
No
Butler,
one forgets Theismann. Like every old person, I say old, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever. They're all like this sound, the force,
and that's
his leg sticking out. It's
and,
like
and us in the future, it's gonna be if Russell Wilson is brought up, Malcolm Butler, Marshawn Lynch, if any of them are brought up, it's gonna be that play. It's gonna be that interception. That's what's gonna be talked about.
Well, no one's bringing up Malcolm Butler outside of that play.
Exactly.
Ever. Also Kevin Ware. That's one that I'm showing that to my kids.
No.
The first time that they can they're not watching TV. They're watching Kevin Ware.
No.
Snap his leg.
I can't show my kids that.
I'm showing
I have
them.
Kids, bro,
I'm showing
like,
that
I'm not,
every day to
there's
a child.
no way I'm showing them Kevin Ware's injury.
I'm showing the close up, zoomed in, slow mo footage.
No, bro, I might as well show them everything there is to offer in the sports in the sports
Well,
injury
we're
world.
not a sports injury. Yeah, I was like, we're not showing them
Yeah, I don't
one
know
guy,
where
one
you were.
glass,
You
one
were.
guy, one
Yeah,
jar. We're
get your
not.
mind out the gutter. I was talking. We were talking
My
strictly
mind's
sports.
not in the gutter.
Um,
It's in a shed.
but here's the biggest move for a Ravens fan that happened right after Derrick Henry joined. Patrick
Beep
Queen
beep
left.
beep 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 beep. Beep.
And I mean, we talked
Like,
about it.
do we even talk about him? Should we?
Yeah, I mean,
This is disrespect on the highest of the highest form.
here's the thing. Patrick Queen, we've talked about it. I said that we'll be able to fill that gap. We'll be able to replace him,
Yes,
and I still think we'll be able to.
I wholeheartedly agree.
It definitely helps Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Which
of
is
course.
like, I get it. It's like, bro, it's like, do your thing. Like, do your thing. Like, get your bag. But it's like, you couldn't
Yeah.
have went anywhere else. And it's like, I don't even hate people that go from
Yeah.
like Ravens to Steelers, or like Saquon went from the Giants to Philly. It's like, all right, whatever. But it's
Well,
like,
that's irrelevant.
it's like,
Like Giants and Steelers, like they're like, oh, you went in divisional. It's like the NFC East is. We don't have those same type of problems anymore.
but I mean, it's like you could have went and got your money somewhere else. You had to go
But
help
Pete
another team that like has to defeat, like go through us, like go through
twice.
your guys, like your old guy. I get it. It's like
Yeah,
it's a business, but like you couldn't have went to. Like, imagine if
but
Brady went to
but
Miami. Like, it's like, what a dick. Like, you're a
exactly.
douchebag.
No,
Like,
if
why
you
would
went
you
to the
go to? Yeah,
Bills,
you go to the Bills. Well,
yeah,
that would have been stupid. But either way, I'm saying like
sure.
you had to go to Pittsburgh. You had to help buff that defense up
If
a little bit
if
more.
Brady went to the Jets, that's the end of the world. But no, from what I am aware of, PQ is the only guy in his prime to move between Steelers and Ravens. Either way.
Uh, I, I couldn't tell you.
I,
In their prime for sure. I don't
I
think
don't think anyone's ever done it in their prime. I know guys have moved
there's been
before.
moves. There's been moves.
Guys
Like,
have played for both
I mean,
teams, but
we had an older Rod Woodson.
sure, but no
Obviously,
one has ever
like
moved prime.
do we even count Le'Veon Bell? I mean,
No,
that
that
was a
is no. That
hot
was a.
second.
The Steelers did not care that you guys picked them up. No one cared.
And we're probably people are probably going right over our head, but
But no, from what the internet told me, it's the only prime player
who?
to move.
Oh,
PQ.
Patrick Queen. Oh, I mean, yeah, no, for sure. Probably the only prime player from
The
Steelers
boos are
Ravens
going to be
last couple
fun.
years.
Those games are going to be fun,
It's fine.
especially y'all putting the absolute work on Russ.
I've
That'll be fun.
I've also seen what Derrick Henry can do to Patrick Queen firsthand. So
Yeah,
I'm really not going to be too worried about those Ravens Steelers games when it comes down to that. So
yeah.
yeah, we got. I mean, I don't know. Let's move on. Enough Ravens talk, Queen talk, Henry talk. So a bunch of other moves. I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna. I'm gonna give you some. We're gonna talk about
Fire
them.
'em. There's a lot.
Because a lot has happened. So we talk about the Bucks. What last episode? Maybe the episode before. I can't remember. But they signed Levante David to a year. And then
Yeah.
we were talking about maybe they got to figure that defense out. They signed Levante David to a year
What's his
deal.
nuts left?
They trade Carlton Davis to the Lions. So I don't
Well, Devin White's gone.
yes, Devin White is gone. Who I said would
Who
be
they should have kept
well,
over
he was going to
Levante.
be more pricey. He's
Way
younger.
more.
He's like
Way more.
26.
Yeah.
Levante David I think is like 34.
Yeah.
They trade Carlton Davis, like one of their better corners. I was saying, someone that
Yeah.
they could look forward to having next season.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, Devin White is gone as well.
It's like, why spend money on Baker just to like
yeah. I mean, I
have
get
the
it.
same record? But maybe they feel like they might pick up somebody else, or
We know that ceiling though. We know that Bucks ceiling. I don't think it
I
hurts
don't
them
know.
too much, but yeah,
No.
I mean they keep Winfield, they keep Mike Evans. They signed this deal with Baker, so obviously they have some type of plan.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly what that plan is. Devin,
What happens when a guy takes Plan B? Does anything happen?
we could try it on here. if you
That'd be
want.
nice.
I mean, maybe if our stomachs just hurt, we just get like mad, like
Yeah, just get bubble
period
guts.
cramps.
Maybe.
But it has nowhere to go because it's like,
We don't
we're
have.
dudes.
I don't have fallopian tubes.
But what I've been waiting to talk to you about is
Maybe I might just get a fallopian tube implant just for fun.
your team has a new quarterback.
Get the fuck out of here.
Your team has a new quarterback. They even
No,
cleaned out.
no,
They even
we have a
cleaned
new
out
backup
house. They even
quarterback.
cleaned out house. They said, "Sam, get the fuck out of here."
I know they traded his
got a
ass. I
new-
told you we didn't want his bitch ass.
We
Dude. I
got
told
somebody
you that.
new.
I told you that.
Marcus Mariota is in
I'm
the
cool with it.
building. Gonna be
Dude,
throwing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather have Marcus and Marvin Harrison than
You're
Drake
so
May.
delusional.
Nobody else. I want Marvin Harrison so bad.
You're so delusional. With Marcus
I know.
Mariota
I just want
throwing,
Marvin Harrison.
do you really want Mariota as your QB1 on week?
No, but I want Marvin Harrison. I want Marvin Harrison.
I get it, but
And now we got Caleb Williams on a team that's going to be fucking stacked to the fucking gills for no absolute goddamn reason. Yeah, let's talk about our shit dick of a team first with the oldest guys. Bobby fucking Wagner.
Okay, so
Austin Eckler.
Here's my big problem with y'all.
Who's the other old fuck we picked up?
Zach Ertz.
What the fuck is that?
Here's my problem with y'all. Yeah, you guys signed Bobby Wagner and then you guys get Marcus Mariota.
I thought Bobby Wagner was retiring when he went back to the Seahawks. I thought he was done.
And you guys have the most cap room in NFL history.
$96 million.
It's the most in NFL history.
Ever.
And you guys are doing honestly, that shows, and this is not even, I'm not trying to shit on y'all at all. But
no, shit on us.
If you weren't a Washington fan, this is just how brutally honest I would be. This shows.
No, if I wasn't a Washington fan, like,
we wouldn't talk about them. We would not talk about them. Let's be real.
I started to fantasize about my life.
If you were born a Ravens fan?
Or any other team.
No, you thought purple. That would have been fun. You closed your eyes for a second and
no, I thought not Washington.
You saw. I know you. I saw you see purple, but look.
I'd rather be a Pats fan. That would be nice if I was born a Pats fan.
All of this cap room y'all got, and the lack of talent joining this team has to just show how bad of an organization y'all are. Like nobody wants to go there. Nobody. They got so much money to offer. But
we're not offering it.
You don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that.
There's no way there's no way we offered Saquon money.
We don't know that.
Well,
Guys got Austin Eckler.
Saquon wanted to go win. If he got paid $6 billion to play for the fucking Giants, he still probably would have left.
I don't know. Okay, but you're talking specifically like one top wanted player in this free agency. Sure, but there's some moves y'all could have made. There's some moves that y'all could make. And I don't know.
I know, but I don't hate it because it's like I still don't know if we don't have a quarterback. We don't have a core. Like a good team making moves or a semi-established team making moves is important.
Like y'all give up all these sacks last year.
If we got a bunch of free agents, it would just be for a waste.
But would it though? I mean, you guys give up all those sacks last year, and Tyron Smith signs with the Jets, goes to a team that it's like, damn. It's like, all right, well, if the Jets could sign Tyron Smith, I'm sure Washington could have maybe threw up a big old. What do you mean? No, you guys need.
We got the Cowboys center though.
I was about to say, what do you mean? No, we don't need offensive line. You guys 100% need to sign some.
I'm saying we need Tyron Smith. I think everyone needs Tyron Smith, but
exactly.
I mean, it's either go play with Aaron Rodgers or you go play with a rookie.
Why have all this cap space? What's the point?
I know, but maybe for once, the guys running this have a plan. Like the way the Orioles ran their organization. When our guy took over, he had a 5-year plan of when we needed to be good, and now we're good. Hopefully we have a 5-year plan, because right now we're just running with our fucking foreskin cut off.
See, but it's like I feel like teams have these, like GMs have these, like I don't know.
GMs have these
false hopes.
No, I think because it's a job,
Well, I know it's okay.
and
I
and they
know it's
want to do all they can immediately, and it's just stupid.
but I feel like there are plenty of other teams who, if they had the most cap space in NFL history and the same amount of talent on their roster as Washington has, there would have been way more moves made in this
I know, but
one
don't you
off
think there's a?
season.
I know, but don't you think there's a reason we have the most cap space?
Yes, but all I'm saying is
Like,
when we're talking 5-year plans,
yeah,
when you have $96 million to work with in the first year, maybe you step on the gas a little bit and that 5-year plan turn into a 3-year plan. Like it
I know.
might have to change it up a little bit. But
There are teams that have flipped quickly, and we're just not anywhere near that trajectory.
some other before we get into like I do have one thing I want to dive into, but I just want to go over some interesting signs.
Like everything happened so quickly. It's like I don't know when things happened.
All right, well, we got a new home for Jameis next season.
Browns,
Jameis is in Cleveland.
Jameis is in
And
Cleveland.
look, I'm not asking. I am not saying I want to
No,
see.
we are not saying that these masseuses should come and like
No,
start
no,
another
no,
case
no,
for
no.
what it's worth.
Yes, that too. Or I don't want to see Derek. I don't want to see Deshaun Watson get hurt. But
No,
I will say I would not mind Lamar versus Jameis Winston because it's gonna be Lamar just going crazy and Jameis just trying to match the level of he's gonna throw four touchdowns, 5 interceptions, six
no,
hundred yards, 60 attempts. Like he's just gonna air it out and just
he might not even. I'm thinking he's gonna start trying to book get the fuck out of it. He's gonna
no
start.
no
He's gonna be like, man, I had legs like that.
no. I think he's realistic. No, he's
You,
chucking it. He's chucking it.
he's gonna pull an RG3. Like, you know what people don't understand is that I'm faster than Lamar Jackson.
I don't.
He's just more shifty than me. It's like, no, you suck.
I think Jameis is more and
I would love to see Jameis at
yes.
his weight and his speed try to run that bitch. Try to do a spin
Yeah,
move. That'd be
bro.
nice.
I just want to see Jameis go out there not giving a fuck, and it's like we playing Lamar today. Bet he's just going
Got him.
absolutely crazy, but
That
probably
would be.
not going to happen.
But we'll take Deshaun versus Lamar.
Yeah, I guess.
Did we even see that this year
Yeah,
when you guys lost?
yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Chauncey Gardner back to Philly.
Back to Philly. I
Back
know.
to Philly. I like
Good
it.
move.
That was my favorite Chauncey. Like out of the Saints, Philly, and Detroit.
The Philly
I
Chauncey.
like
Yes.
Philly Chauncey.
Well, Philly. I mean, Chauncey in the Saints was. Did he start with the Saints?
Yes.
He was a Saint. That's when he got
Drafted to New
punched.
Orleans.
That's when he got punched in the face by that weird Browns
Yeah,
receiver.
I believe he was drafted to New Orleans, went to Philly,
Went to Philly,
went
to
to
Detroit,
came back
came
to
back.
Philly.
Yeah.
I think I could be 100% wrong, but I think that's what it was.
No, I don't think he went.
But yeah, he's
He's
back.
still pretty young.
He's back in Philly. I like it. We were just talking about how Philly is, they're also making a whole bunch of fucking moves and adding a guy like him. Obviously
He's 26.
I mean, he's definitely. I mean, he's not just he's one of my favorite players, but he's definitely my favorite Gator in the league right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it, and it's also funny because there's a clip of him, I guess, after he left Philly, where he was like, "Man, the one thing I hate about Philly, the people, they're so annoying.
Yeah,
Like
so
they're so. I hate it."
What did he say he liked about Philly? He said something I can't
I
remember.
don't know. They didn't show that part. That
He was on a
that's media
stream or
for you.
something. But no, yeah, he was only on the Eagles for a year.
You know what was a waste of a signing that really pissed me off when I saw it?
Yeah. Cool.
Calvin Ridley to the Titans.
I hate it, dude.
We've been sitting here. We made a whole segment about how like, man, Calvin can go to this team, he can go to that team, he can do this, he can do that. Man, he can make this. Man, they need a receiver. This team needs a receiver. But you know what we didn't bring up? the one team that like just destroys any receiver's career.
Every receiver's career.
So obviously we just forgot that or didn't realize he's only going for a bag because I mean what
496. 4 years,
yeah
90. That's
what else are you going to
how
Tennessee
much.
for?
Yeah,
What else I mean it's a little under 25 a year. But or 21 a
yeah.
year. Uh it's like 21 a year.
About, I think
20
it's 20. I'm not even gonna.
23. What the fuck
I'm not
is
in the
it, dude?
space to do math right now.
Either
But
way, it's somewhere around there.
cut that.
I don't fuck, dude. This isn't a math. This isn't a fucking math podcast. God damn it.
Do you think there's a math podcast
100%.
actually, where they're like
100.
talking about theory?
There's 10,000% of math.
What's crazy is like we shit on like math people. They're kind of like a big reason there's a lot of stuff in this world.
Do we shit on mathematics? Like
I do.
mathematicians?
I think math people are fucking losers, but they're
Um,
important.
no, I mean, I think math is. I mean, math is. God, I can't believe you just.
I mean, it depends on the definition of what a loser is, but
You just open the
I,
floodgates for like everything. Math is important for like. I mean, a lot of stuff. So yeah,
a lot.
just to know basic math, like as like a construction worker. Like yeah, I mean, knowing math, like being good at math is pretty important.
Yeah,
Um,
I
shit,
use it.
being a
Math is important.
football player, you might need to know a little bit of math, like
24. We found the math.
God, oh yeah. Instead of taking 4 off of 90, yeah, okay. I took 4 off of 25 a year and said 21. Okay, that's.
I wasn't even.
I didn't want to take the time to figure out why it wasn't 21, but you just figured it out for me. Thank you.
Also, math inside of a brain. Like, you know what I hate about people
What?
is when they go, "Yeah, I don't. Who's that actor? I don't know who's singing this song. Where's this? Where's that? Where's that city? Where's this? Where's it?" It's like you have literally every fucking piece of information at your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me fucking questions about shit.
What do you? Why? What do you? First of all, whoa! I didn't know you felt this strong about people ask. What do you mean though? Like you don't want people to ask you a question?
No, but like it's like no, I get that like asking questions
Like
about
don't
like who
ask
this
me
is.
who sung this when you got Shazam. Is that what you're saying? Or like,
I know like you're like there's conversation and such, but like there's also some things just anything. You can look up literally anything and find an answer.
yeah,
Except like what started COVID-19 or like who killed
yeah.
Jeffrey
I
Epstein.
mean, I honestly use Google for the most the most nonsense questions or like thoughts or hypotheticals. Like,
But no one ever uses it for like just regular questions.
yeah. Well, I'm.
People
See,
ask.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. Maybe this is just
Like
me.
what's 96 divided by 4? We just try to do head math. No one ever needs to do math in
You're
their head
right.
ever
You're right.
again.
I get you on that. But like me, sometimes I feel like a dick. Like when someone's like, I think like, all right,
You're like, look it up.
like you're like, I think this was in 2008, and I'm just like, and I pull out my
Yeah.
phone to look.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I kind of feel
There
like an
are times
asshole.
when you're like just like when we have conversations, it's just like we're just talking about times and
Yeah, it's
no,
like
we
fuck
never
it.
know what we're
Yeah,
talking about.
whatever.
But there's some people if I don't like a person, I'm like, look it the fuck up.
Look it up.
I could
But
give two fucks.
with that being said, Calvin Ridley to the Titans, very disappointing. For me as
Yeah.
a fan of football, like I'm not gonna be tuning into many.
No.
Like I'm not gonna be seriously tuning into many Titans games.
Well, what sucks is like if Will Levis wasn't their quarterback, it's a playoff potential team. Tony Pollard,
Well, I
Calvin
mean, it's
Ridley,
not just if
DeAndre Hopkins.
they would need to have I mean, a pretty good quarterback as well. I mean,
Sure.
you know, they're going from Derrick Henry to Tony Pollard.
Agreed.
They're not going from like, oh, like our run game sucks. Like we need to really pick somebody up. They're going from like, wow, we had the best running back in the league and never really had to worry about anything when it came to running the ball.
Yeah.
I guess Tony Pollard will fill his shoes. I guess.
Yeah. And Tony Pollard was hyped up big after his first big year when he was splitting reps with Zeke,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Yeah, the Titans. I think they have potential to like win more games than they did last year. I'll only say that. I
I,
don't want to say too much about this Titans team because maybe Will Levis is good. I did hype up Will Levis a little bit.
I think Titans ceiling next year is like 7 wins. I think go
Ceiling?
yeah.
No.
I think go 7-10. Like that'll be a successful year.
No, I think that their max is 9 wins. I think at peak performance.
I mean, what is that? What is
Like
that?
without gambling and mayonnaise and
I mean, does that say what is that? I don't know.
no, it's not saying much about shit, but it's like
Having 9 wins instead of 7 wins. I mean, I guess if you want that, you can
in
take
the
it.
AFC South, 9 wins can win a division.
No, no. You know what? I like that you said that. The Titans, the AFC South. You said it could be easy to win the AFC South with 9 wins. I don't think
I'm
that's
also
true.
forgetting who's in the AFC South.
So one team I wanted to talk about that is making a
The
lot of
Texans,
moves. They're making a lot of moves. They are loading up right now. It's the Houston Texans.
which I think is the perfect way to go about how you approach getting a rookie quarterback and then moving. Like they got a rookie quarterback. You never know how good a rookie quarterback's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he shows that he can play well, make all the moves.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Panthers, who made moves that they thought were impactful and then
Yeah.
had a terrible fucking quarterback.
Well, do you? I
This is
mean,
perfect.
I want to keep that little note that you. I want to keep that what you just said in mind too. We'll talk about another team that is kind of doing the same thing. Um, so the Texans in the past week trade for Joe Mixon. They pick up
Big
Denico Autry, Daniel Hunter, and they pick up Jeff Okuda.
Daniil.
I say Daniel because it's like whatever, but Daniela, whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. Jeff
All right. On this podcast, we only refer to him as Danielle Hunter.
Danielle Hunter. There we go. Jeff Okuda. I mean,
Oh, was
they
he a Lion?
Falcon.
Falcon.
Was he? Did he? Was he?
Is there an Aduka?
I remember Okuda as a Falcon. And honestly, could he have had a stint in Detroit? Look, at this point, my memory.
He was in Detroit, yes.
My memory very hazy. What was
He
his?
was Detroit up until last year. He was traded to them last year.
To who?
The Falcons.
Okay.
But 3 seasons in Detroit.
But either way, so their offense, they're looking at Stroud, a healthy Pierce, because like we talked about, ended the season with the ACL tear, comes back, doesn't is he 100% healthy? Who knows? We'll find out this season.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon,
but no rush.
Zero rush. Nico Collins still, Dalton Schultz. They got some weapons. Yeah. And then obviously Hunter, Okuda, Autry, Jimmy Ward's still there. Derek Stingley Jr. still there.
Their defense was a problem. It wasn't.
Will Anderson, like they have a good mix of young guys, veteran players.
Vets. Yeah.
They got an easy AFC South, and they're making moves that.
Well, is it easy for them or is it easy? You said it was
easy for them.
Yeah,
it's gotten to the point where now I think there is
a
top dog in this division, and that's been unless
been.
Look, this could be a hot take, could not be. The Jags could come hot next season. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I hope
it could be,
but I don't know what they haven't shown anything that would prove that.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. But I just don't want to count Trevor Lawrence out yet.
No.
I'm not counting him out yet. If we're not, I mean, I'm the same guy that won't count like Burrow out yet, or even I don't count Deshaun Watson out yet. So I'm not.
Burrow shouldn't be counted out yet. He's counted out in my book.
I would say for
no
you.
One else does. For me,
you count him out. Any other guy makes a quarterback that young, or any other quarterback that makes a Super Bowl that young, you're like, oh, dude, he's so promising. It's
What
it's
a
Burrow,
beast.
Burrow and Hurts, the two guys that have made Super Bowls as young
Dude,
quarterbacks. You're like, dude,
Stroud loses in the first round. I'm like, what a fucking animal this guy is, dude. What an absolute tank. I can't wait. And then it's
that
like
is
Burrow makes a
you,
Super Bowl. Burrow makes so fucking what?
dude. Burrow and
Oh,
Jalen
everyone's
Hurts,
been in Super Bowl before.
they both make a Super Bowl, and you're like, dude, they are fucked. You think they
No,
have a
I know I'm
future?
dumb, but I
Um,
can't stand that fucking guy. And I want to see the Bengals suffer. And they are suffering. Because they haven't re-signed Tyler Boyd. T. Higgins is gone. They have Jamar Chase.
there, look, there. We'll
Who the fuck else they got? Tell me who.
well, they're also another topic, but it's like you said in the beginning, they're making moves, the right moves for the situation they're in.
Yeah.
They got younger guys that they're going to be able to hold on to that are already making an impact on their team. You got
Yeah.
veterans that are still, I mean, you got guys you picked, free agency moves, and then veterans that you picked up that maybe, are they close to exiting their prime? Like, is Joe Mixon? I don't know what Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon's not out of his
I don't know how
prime.
much he's got left in the tank, but
What are you talking about?
I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Joe Mixon's the best fucking running back in the league.
No, I know, but he's 27 and he's still good.
Yeah. Do you? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I understand there's anomalies when it comes to, anything, but a running back at 27, it's not crazy to say they might be exiting their prime. I'm saying, like, you might have another 2 or 3 years of prime. I'm saying of prime. You might have another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I think these are great moves if they have that opportunity to go another, like, I don't even want to say a year, maybe 2 years from now, Houston is a top 4, top 5 contender for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right this second, the moves are great, but I hope this isn't y'all better win this year and, shit's going down the drain next season.
Agreed.
Kind of like not similar, but like, okay, the Giants make the playoffs when they weren't supposed to. And it's like, oh, we got some shit coming next season. I don't want what Houston did last year and we get excited and then they do even more this
because
next
Stroud
season.
did have a kind of nuts season, and the Giants made the playoffs basically because Saquon was an absolute animal that year. But
they're doubling down, and I like it, but I hope they're given the time and they have enough time to fucking
at least offensively
get to their ceiling. Like, if they, like I said, if they're only giving it a year or two with this core, they might not be able to compete at the top.
That is a good thing to bring up because a lot of new talent, especially quarterbacks, have a very short timeline of when things need to get done. And it's like, yeah, Brady won when he was young. But there's guys like A-Rod won when he was young and he never won again.
But like 3 years from now, we could okay, Derrick Henry signed a 2-year deal. He might be gone. He might not be a Raven anymore. Cap space might start being more of a problem for Kansas City. Aaron Rodgers might be retiring and being the fucking vice president. We don't know what's going on in the AFC. If Houston,
A-Rod's not going to be the
I know, but if Houston still has this level of talent at that time, then we're talking about them as contenders. But in this right now, in this
AFC,
NFL,
it's a good team. It's a great team, but
like,
I don't think they're scaring anybody.
It sucks that we have to keep saying this, but it's like
they're scaring the fringe guys. They scare everybody on the fringe. The Colts, the fucking Jags, everybody. Everyone in the fringe is afraid.
Even like Miami, like they're
Miami's scared. The Bills are scared.
But see, here's the thing, bro. If they're a true problem to teams like Buffalo, maybe they are. Maybe they do have a shot.
Well, no, I think it's Buffalo's just on a downfall.
Buffalo, definitely. I don't know where I have no clue where I fall in Buffalo right now. I don't know why.
It's one of the weirder teams in the league.
But I have zero clue. But yeah, that's my biggest thing is the window for how long they're gonna be given a chance to run with this team.
But also, like, no one really knew the name Nico Collins or Tank Dell, at least on my behalf, until a little bit into the season when they started to play well. Like no one was hyping them up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe these guys don't have an incredible year. It's like, now what are we relying on?
I don't know. I hope that they double down and have it
Are
at
we
least.
hoping Joe Mixon doesn't have another issue?
What you eating over there?
I know. I'm sorry.
What you got? I mean, at least let me know what you got over there. What you. It's another old person. A Z bar.
They're for children.
A
These things,
Z bar.
they're Cliff Bars.
A
They're
Z
Cliff
bar.
Kids.
Cliff Kids.
They're phenomenal.
Cliff
dude.
Kids. Okay. But yeah,
They got tree flavors. You get that triple pack, dude.
I think that's all I got for Houston. For Houston's sake, give them their time to shine, and I think they could be a top 5 Super Bowl contender.
As long as we keep C.J. Stroud out of strip clubs, they're good.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
Or maybe, did it help James Harden?
I was yeah, you might.
He played his best ball in
You
Houston.
might need to put him in more strip
He
clubs.
played his best ball in Houston.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, keep him there. Keep CJ there. Okay.
But the NFL is also different.
It is. You can really do whatever the fuck you want.
In the NBA, it's nuts.
Well, yeah, in the NBA, but I was saying more like, well, no, I guess more it's like when the season, the NFL ends, then people go wild. The players go wild, but during
NBA
the
midseason,
yeah, they're
that's
crazy.
the peak.
They're turning up.
It's nuts.
Their knees are too sore in off season. They're like, God damn, like
I know.
It's played 100 games. Like
they're thinking about everything else. Mid-season, they're on top of the world.
So the NFL, I don't know if you saw this, and this isn't the first time something like this has happened, but they're investigating Atlanta and Philly for tampering. Now, when you hear that, what do you think? Like, what do you think when you hear that?
Well, I saw that, and to me, it means that I didn't look into it, but I saw the headline a couple days ago, and to me, it was just like those deals happened almost immediately on Monday, and it's like, oh, did they have conversations prior? Did they set up deals beforehand? To me, I don't care. I don't know if the NFL cares. The players don't. The only thing that will happen is a fine or something. Players, I don't think, get suspended over this, or nothing really happens.
But what I'm confused,
he's not going to get sent back to fucking Minnesota.
What I'm confused on is what tampering even is anymore.
I think in this scenario it means like prior than like talks before the free agency.
Here's the thing, because Monday was when free agency talks could start.
Yeah.
Because nothing was official until Wednesday.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like the signings and everything didn't happen until Wednesday. Yeah. So
because Russ signed on Wednesday.
Yeah. So like that's where I'm confused. Are they saying on Monday and Tuesday when they announced it, like that obviously not, because Monday and Tuesday you could talk to free agents.
Yeah.
So it has to be before
the speed of which those deals were done.
I mean, here's the thing.
But I feel like it's not a problem that affects anybody but agents.
But if a month ago Atlanta was like, "Hey, Kirk, you want to come here?" opposed to 2 days ago that happening, what changes?
No, I know, but it's like, didn't teams have meetings with guys and shit before?
Yeah, well, I guess not before. You couldn't before Monday.
Was it coaches who were having meetings?
I'm not sure. I know.
Bill was going and having meetings with other teams. I know.
Yeah, I mean, coaches.
Russ met and went. Russ, I said met and went.
Went and met with
the Steelers and a couple other teams prior to Monday.
See, but they I don't know how that works though, because remember it was announced that Denver is granting Russ the permission to seek like his next team, basically, like to go out.
He was a free agent.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Kirk was a free agent.
Well, no, Russ was. He was released.
Russ was released.
So was this? But did he visit before? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I don't know what tampering
he visited before Monday. I know that for sure.
Well, I was saying before he was released.
No.
I don't see that. I don't know what tampering is, bro. I don't know what it is. At this point, why is it a thing if we don't even like? Because here's the thing: the NFL is investigating what? What are they going to prove? What are they going to find? It's not they're going to go. Oh, they found a text to Kirk from February saying, "Come play with us." Like it's like what? I don't
But
understand.
also, like, usually these tampering things come up when there's, like, impactful trades. Like, sure, maybe Saquon, but
But for me, why would
Kirk?
the
Who the
NFL?
fuck's afraid of Kirk?
Why would the NFL even want to? I mean, to me, that like to me, I wouldn't be more. I'd be more. I would believe more of a scenario where a lot of other teams complained to the NFL. So the NFL just came out and said that they're investigating for
Yeah.
tampering to calm other teams down. But in reality, this is exactly what the NFL wants. Oh, Saquon's going to Philly?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Atlanta's getting a quarterback that might help them win some games? Okay, shit, bet. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, wait. This team's mad that they didn't get Saquon Barkley? And they want us to investigate on if Philly asked them anytime prior to Monday if he wanted to be an Eagle?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. If I'm Roger Goodell, I don't care.
No.
Y'all could have planned this week 7 when y'all played.
Exactly.
Like, hey,
Like,
bro, just
yo,
by the way, like,
I'll see you.
I'm coming.
I'll
I'm
be there.
coming to the team. Like, I don't,
But
I
I
don't give
do
a shit.
want to read into this super quick.
What, the tampering?
Yeah, the tampering thing. So it says teams are permitted to talk directly with agents during the 52-hour negotiating window, but can't speak to a player unless he has no agent and represents himself. In a statement Thursday afternoon, the Falcons said, due to the NFL's review, we are unable to provide. Regardless.
So is tampering talking to the is tampering you can only talk to the player, you can't talk to the player, you can only talk to the agent?
You can talk to the agent prior.
So
So it says that Cousins wasn't permitted to speak to anyone with the Falcons before 4 p.m. on Wednesday.
so it
Wednesday.
is Wednesday. But agents can talk to
But
them on
agents can, yeah.
Monday.
On
They
Monday.
could have talked to them. So I mean, but you know how easy you could prove like okay, here's the thing. What if
But it's like,
what if this
I talked to my guy.
yeah, you could just say that. What if
It's
this
just a
entire
buffer.
time, what if this whole time him and his agent have had a bulletin board and they're like, we can go to Atlanta? And they're like, yeah. And then as soon as you could talk to Atlanta, he's like, yo, do you want to go to Atlanta? They're offering this. He's like, yeah. Like, yeah, I do. He's like, tell them yes. What is the
I don't
difference?
think this should be called tampering.
It's
I think this just should be called, like, hey, agents, like, we need to help agents keep their jobs.
this is
So
also
we have to
like
make them feel important.
this is also like I don't know, like I hate to like make it seem this simple, but these are like grown men. Like, can they not like talk to each other about like here's the thing.
Lamar,
If you can be
grown ass man,
if
got himself
if
paid the most money in NFL history at the time.
if you can make rules in NCAA to make it so hard for Nick Saban to recruit that he retires, to like make it that easy to get someone to come to
But
your
is
team.
Nick Saban really gonna be allowed to walk around? He was in Congress. He was in Congress testifying against the NIL shit. Is he really allowed to walk around like he didn't fucking ruin college football?
Oh, he's still spewing out stuff like it was
Yeah, no shit. NIL ruined your
like
career.
he said
You were
he
cheating.
was like everything I believed in the last 50 years has been ruined. It's like, bro,
He said that in front of Congress.
like you are the definition of like, yo,
Imagine how many like good coaches decided to quit because Nick Saban fucked them over
we got Chevy pulling up to your crib right now. Like,
immediately.
are you sure you don't want to be you sure you don't want to be roll tide? You sure you don't want to be?
Dog, it's fucking Mustang
Come
at
on,
your
bro.
mom's house right now. Your mom's got 3 new houses.
Come
Shut the
on,
fuck
bro.
up.
Come on, just come roll with us.
Derrick Henry, roll tide.
Come on, bro. Yeah, we know what bro is doing. So some more
Josh
moves.
was Josh Jacobs a Bama boy? I don't know.
Was he? Could have been.
I don't know. He was homeless for a little bit.
Bro, to me, half the league's from Alabama.
A good bit.
Half of the
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs was from Alabama. All right. So some more moves that happened. Some other shit that went down. Keenan Allen to the Bears.
Keenan
So
Allen got traded to
Keenan
the Bears.
Allen to the Bears and Mike Williams released.
Do you know what happened with Keenan?
What do you mean?
So apparently the Chargers went and asked Keenan, if he wanted to take a pay cut.
Okay.
He said no, and then they immediately traded him for a 4th-round pick.
See, that's
Which is a fucking crazy move. It's such a good move by the Bears.
It's a great move for the Bears, and the Bears took advantage of somebody trying to be petty.
Jim Harbaugh is the definition of a petty fucking bitch.
But like that, like I'm not gonna lie, like that is some petty shit that's gonna like haunt you in the future. Like
I hope so.
I'm not saying Keenan Allen is gonna change the world in 2024, but
the guys who are unrestricted free agents might be looking at your squad a little bit different.
They let go. They let go of Mike Williams.
Just snap.
And traded Keenan Allen. I don't know what Jim Harbaugh has planned for Justin Herbert to work with next season. They got the left Austin Eckler. Look, yes, Gus is great.
Sure.
Gus, I'm not going to sit here, even as a Ravens fan.
Josh Palmer.
That ain't going to be enough.
Josh Palmer?
Yeah, Josh Palmer, wide receiver 1.
Quentin Johnson?
Yeah.
Quentin something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's
Quentin
it.
Johnson.
That's it.
You're right. Yeah, that's it. That's who.
Nice.
That's who they're rocking with.
Now, I was on the side of, yes, Mike Will and Keenan are good, but they're not. They're kind of like what team? They have a ceiling. They're like the Bucks. They have a ceiling. There's only so much you can do with those two guys, man.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And the way they went about this, probably not the best. But if Harbaugh's not looking at winning a championship this year, this might be a good move.
I mean, I don't know.
I honestly think it's a decent move.
I don't know.
But for a 4th-round pick, it's pretty stupid.
Let's keep Mac and Bosa, but get rid of our top.
That's a problem.
Let's get rid of our top 2 receivers.
That's an issue.
I don't
get rid of Mac. They should have got. Did they get rid? Have they done anything with Mac? I know they restructured Bosa.
I don't know, but I know he's still charged.
Right now, Mac is still.
They came out and said they plan on keeping him.
Yeah, but again,
I don't like the move at all. No, I do not like the move.
Both of them restructured.
You got rid of Justin Herbert's number 1 target.
Both of his.
We're talking about Jim Harbaugh's first year with this team, and he's going to put Justin Herbert in his most uncomfortable situation since being a rookie quarterback in the NFL. He's going to come
He was in a more comfortable position back then because he still had Mike Will and Keenan Allen.
He had a more prime Keenan Allen, but that's what I'm saying.
Like, he had better players his rookie year.
I don't really like this move. I don't like it.
I like it if they have something planned for the future.
And they're setting the Bears up.
Dude.
They're set, which I'm not going to lie. I'm not falling for this shit again.
No.
Because we were like, oh, Miles Sanders? Hayden Hurst?
Adam Thielen?
Dude, Adam Thielen? This team's going crazy. It's like, all right, yeah, they got DJ Moore. They got Keenan Allen. They got DeAndre Swift.
I hope Caleb Williams sucks. Unless he's a Commander next year.
I'll put it to you like this. I'm putting in the prediction now. Caleb Williams ends up being a Bear next season. He'll have a better year than Bryce and a worse year than CJ.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how I feel.
So Justin Fields.
No.
Yes, that's Justin Fields.
He's gonna be better than Justin Fields. He's gonna be better than. I don't know.
All right,
I don't
so
know.
I
don't know how.
So what? 6 games?
Justin Fields didn't have this fucking team.
No, I know.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know.
But
I don't know how good
if
he is.
I was the Bears, this team with Marvin Harrison Jr. is good enough to rock with Justin Fields. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Keenan Allen and Justin and Marvin Harrison Jr. and then DeAndre Swift.
I don't think so. And DeAndre Swift, get the fuck out of here. No,
Caleb Williams has never played a snap in
I
the
don't
NFL.
know.
How the fuck good do you think he is? I have no idea.
I mean, bro, but if that's
I know he's got a great fucking nail painting lady.
if that's the case, why even hype anybody up? I mean, obviously we got to expect something from the top quarterback in the draft. Like we didn't know Bryce was going to be that fucking bad. We didn't know Justin Fields was going to be traded or going to be in trade talk. We didn't know. He
Did you see the?
he could have been CJ Stroud. It just
Have you seen the 2022 draft? The quarterback draft.
2022.
Yeah.
No, what's
It's Pickett, like Sam Howell, like every name on there is
Pickett?
so.
Where'd Pickett go? Philly.
Where did Pickett went to Philly? Yes,
Philly.
Pickett went to
Pickett
Philly.
went to
Pickett's
Philly.
Philly's backup. Yeah,
Okay, so he didn't even. Did Bro even move?
probably not.
I mean,
He could have.
I don't know.
He's in the same state. I mean, Philly. I mean, Pennsylvania's a pretty big state.
Speaking of quarterbacks moving around, Joe Flacco's a Colt.
Flacco's a Colt.
Okay.
Which
he kind of
maybe
go ahead.
it's weird. I don't know. I don't get it.
He completed the 3-team like Raven circle. Like he was a Raven. He went to the team that came to Baltimore. Now he's with the team that left Baltimore. It's like he's completed the triangle.
He has.
So now here's the thing.
Team that lost. The team that beat the Baltimore Colts in the Super Bowl.
And he was on the team that beat the Baltimore. Wow.
Everything he's done is connected to Baltimore.
He dialed it all up. He was at home. He was at home. I'm going to the Browns, and then I'm going to. And also, do you think he considered? And trust me, like I don't know how many times I got to say this. At some point, people's got to just assume I'm not wishing injury. But do you think he might have considered the fact that it's like I might have a chance to play behind?
Well, he said. Well, I think Jameis and Flacco were like, all right, we're both not staying. But running quarterbacks, injury prone, personal problems, maybe not on AR. Not AR.
Deshaun Watson.
The other guy. Not yet.
Not yet. Don't do that.
I didn't do anything.
AR is a good.
I didn't do anything.
He is a good guy, so I don't want to put that on him.
I didn't do nothing.
But
he seemed a very good guy. But yeah, no, Joe said he wanted to be a starter. He said
that's the thing. Joe said he wants to go somewhere where
we saw what happened to Gardner.
He said he wants a chance to play.
Gardner just got a shot to play.
Yeah, but that's a little different.
Joe Flacco would take a Raiders job any day of the week.
For sure. Which I'm kind of surprised he didn't. But either way.
Well, I would go Gardner over Joe.
I guess. But yeah, sure. I mean, sure, but
there's not much of a difference.
We're one of them made the playoffs last year, Devin. All right, just remember that.
Well, one of them played fucking 5 games.
One of them played like 7 games. What are we talking?
No, AR went out in week 2.
No, he went out like
3.
week 5 or 6.
No,
pull it up.
He had 2 concussions. All right.
Pull it up.
It was week 2 or 3.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Jesse, pull it up. What's his name? Jamie. I don't watch Rogan, so there you go. I'll never pretend like I watch Rogan. He played 4 games, so we met in the middle. There you go. He played 4 games. You said 2 or 3. I said 5 or 6. He played 4.
How many did Gardner play? Because Gardner had to come in.
Who the fuck cares? Joe is a Colt. He might have a chance to play because.
Thank you for doing that,
Anthony Richardson. You're welcome.
I don't care.
Anthony Richardson. He could play a full season. He could tweak something. I don't know. And
maybe those concussions helped him.
From his history, like knowing the history of Anthony Richardson, like there is a good chance.
You know what's funny? I think that AR has a better shot at getting benched than injured. He's got a good shot at getting benched.
Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
No.
Those picks are going to be flying. He thinks he's hot shit?
Well, I mean, I think any NFL player thinks they're hot shit. But I mean, you ever seen Jamal Adams talk? But
Jamal Adams is delusional.
but I think Anthony Richardson. I don't think his arm is gonna lose him his job.
I think he could.
Here's the thing, though. I think he's gonna be in a position. Hopefully, to get the best out of him,
Yeah.
you're not putting him in that situation to where his arm would lose him the job, unless you're saying just he can't make any simple throws. I think, I think he can. I think his decision making is off,
which is a pretty
but
big part of being a
but
quarterback.
I think I'd rather have a quarterback with a good arm and poor decision making than a quarterback that can make good decisions and their arm sucks. Because you can,
Yep.
I mean, I feel like you can polish the decision making like quicker and easier than someone who's like, let's be real, me and you could sit here and talk and put on fucking goggles and make good decisions if we tried. Like,
Yeah.
who knows? Or not even me or you. You could take somebody off the street and maybe they can make the right decision.
Yes.
But when we're talking about just skill, you know,
You're talking about practice?
like we're talking about skill and his athletic ability. That's what got him here. It wasn't his decision
The
making.
only reason he's there.
It 100% wasn't
No,
his
I
decision
know,
making.
but how many guys have we seen that are based off of skill at the quarterback position
All of them.
Who succeed?
Arm talent is a skill, Devin.
I know,
Patrick
but decision
Mahomes.
making is what. No, arm talent's a big part of it, but he doesn't fuck up.
Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson
doesn't fuck up.
Josh Allen. I mean, all these quarterbacks fuck up.
Josh Allen fucks up.
Lamar Jackson fucks up. Aaron Rodgers fucks up.
I know, but everyone fucks up, but some people fuck up more than others.
Yeah.
AR, I don't even know if he can, but he might fuck up, but I don't even know if he's going to be able to, like, is Michael Pittman gone?
No, I believe they extended.
Did they extend him, or did
he's going to be a Colt. He's going to be a Colt. I don't know what.
I don't know. I don't have a whole
happened.
lot of faith in AR. Whatever.
I have less faith in him being healthy than being
good.
able to. Like, that's the thing. It's like, bro, they got JT. He's not throwing 50 balls a game, 40 balls a game, 30 balls a game.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. I don't think he's not going to be that guy. So it's like,
no.
If you have to be able to win the game with your arm.
Yeah.
But your game plan doesn't have to solely be his arm. So
yes.
You just got to find that right mix. So if he can stay healthy, I think that's what we need. We need a full year of Anthony Richardson healthy to really gauge it.
But that might never happen.
That's what we need. But what
might never happen.
What else? Oh, but Mike Williams though, I did want to mention. Kind of want him.
I know. It's a good piece.
Like, I kind of want Mike Williams on the Ravens.
It's a way better piece than Odell.
Like,
Breaking news: Odell Beckham Jr. released.
Yeah, I could care less.
You guys signed him to more than 1 year?
No, that's the thing. I don't even remember. I don't think so. Like, was he a restricted? I don't know what he was because I don't.
They said
I thought
they're set to release him.
I don't remember signing him to more than 1 year. I thought we signed him to a year, and this was pretty much it. Like, hey, like we might win a Super Bowl this year. Come help us out. If you don't, we appreciate it.
Did you guys pick up a contract?
I guess not.
Maybe.
I guess not. But here's the thing. A lot of the guys that joined this year that were supposed to be one and done kind of proved it already. Like Jadeveon Clowney's visiting other teams.
Yeah.
There was somebody else I saw that was visiting other teams. And that's fine. They can walk. They can go. It's cool.
Clowney is fine to walk. He had a great year.
I'm honestly waiting for Marlon to start looking at other teams.
Which to me is like, here's my thing. It's like Marlon's looking at other teams.
No. I don't know if other teams are looking at Marlon.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't
like Marlon.
Apparently, we are.
I know y'all are the only guys looking at Marlon.
This isn't like Matt Slater where it's like, all right, you can play special teams. It's like you're supposed to be
fucking
locked down.
You're supposed to be locked down. Exactly.
You're the guy you're the guy that's like, we're not gonna spend the money.
The pack is back, baby.
He was the guy. He was the guy that made us go. We don't need like the last couple years of Marcus Peters' prime. Like he can go. Like,
exactly.
It's like Marlon Humphreys. Like he's perfect. We got him. No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him and the Ravens.
I don't think I don't think he'll be a Raven.
But I'd like Mike Will. Mike Will
would be nice. How old is Mike Will? Is he 27? I feel like he's a lot younger than I thought he was.
He's like 26, 27 up there. He could be
Maybe a little older.
He could be older. I wouldn't be surprised. At this point.
I
I
think
would
he's
not be
played.
surprised.
He's pretty young.
Once I
Like
realized
29. Yeah, he's played 7 years.
once I realized Gallinari's like 35 years old, I was like, God, I don't know any.
I have no sense of time.
I don't know a single athlete's age.
Well, yeah, Gallinari's old.
Age. Athlete.
I think you just started focusing on Gallinari when he was on the Thunder.
Well, that's the thing.
You know what's weird? I have to change my verbiage.
What do you mean?
When I say, because I was going to say he was a Thunder.
Oh yeah. See, that is
it's one of the teams without Ness.
That is a bitch when you're like.
It's weird.
I'm not gonna lie. I did that earlier when I was impersonating Nick Saban. It's like, do you want to come be on the Tide? Like what? Like it's like, what do you say? Like, do you?
Well, what's their
Crimson Tide?
Crimson Tide.
Do you want to be like? You can't be a Tide.
You want to be a Crimson Tide?
You want to be a part of the Tide? Like,
you want to be an Alabama football player? But yeah, no. You want to be a Thunder? Not a thing.
A move that I did not see coming. That it's weird. It's like I would have expected this more 2 years ago than now.
Derrick Henry.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald retires.
Thank
God. Thank Jesus, dude.
As somebody who talks about sports on the internet, I'm very happy I don't have to talk about.
I know. I love it.
Donald anymore.
When I saw that, someone told me that, and I was like, "Thank fuck,
like, bro,
dude."
I get it. Aaron Donald,
Jesus.
he's great, but like, I'll stand on this forever. He's not the best of all time. Like there's so many people when he retired, they were like one of the greatest. He might have been the greatest defensive player I've ever seen. It's like, did you just watch Rams games?
Did you just watch the trenches?
I mean, what are we talking about?
Are you a fucking D-line? Like, I'm sorry. No one's watching.
The internet did this. It's like, he trains with knives. It's like, that's what it was.
Like, I have to, like, focus. Like, naturally, the eye attracts to where the ball is.
Mm.
No one watches I don't watch the trenches unless I'm focusing specifically on trench play.
See, but
especially inside trench play, interior defense.
I can appreciate interior defensive linemen and what
1,000%
the game, but
to be
the greatest.
You know how exciting it is. You know how exciting it was to watch even Von Miller in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
That was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
He was so fast off the that was exciting. Ray Lewis, the most exciting exciting defensive player. Ed Reed, there's so much Palamalu.
Versatility in defensive players
is
so much superior than what the fear Aaron Donald.
It's like saying a running back is the best offensive player of all time. It's like saying Barry's the best offensive player of all time.
Yeah, I would have to, or a receiver. I'll say receiver for sure.
Yeah,
you can, because we talked about Super Bowl winning teams and top receivers. They just don't add up a lot.
No,
ever really.
I think Deion Sanders is a better defensive player than Aaron Donald in terms of in terms of totality.
I mean, I don't.
Maybe that's a weird statement. I don't know what that means.
See, but that's the thing. It's so hard to compare. It's like, okay, he might be one of the best interior defensive linemen. He might be one of the best D linemen of all time.
No, he might be one of the best nose tackles of all time.
No, D line. Compare him to Warren Sapp. We're not talking about
Warren, but don't compare him to LT.
Sanders. Even LT, it's like, you can't really compare him to LT.
No, you can't compare him to Ray or LT or fucking DeMarcus Ware in his prime.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like it's like
it's pity.
Here's the thing. It's like talking about how good somebody is at clogging an A gap is kind of like being like, it's like 1960s football talk.
Yes.
It's like Johnny Unitas. It's like, bro, I love, trust me, I do not want to hate or throw any dirt on Johnny Unitas, but it's like his whole thing was like, he could throw the ball forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it's crazy. You should see what he can do this way. Like, it is insane.
Exactly.
It's like
this
Aaron
guy's not
Donald,
fucking
it's like,
shuttle passing the whole time.
It's like there was a time where it's like the first guy to ever just be unstoppable in an A gap. It's like, holy shit. He every time the ball snapped, you can't go that way.
He's doubled every time.
Like, it's like, I get it, bro, but the best defensive player of all time, or one of the
J.J.
best,
Watt in his prime. Are you shitting me?
you can't touch him.
You can't touch that.
J.J. Watt, I don't know. Maybe we're haters. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe
I
we're.
don't think we're wrong.
I don't think
I don't
we're
think
wrong
anyone
either.
watches Rams games and goes, "Wow, Aaron Donald." Unless you're Chris Collinsworth, who sucks off every fucking player there is. No one gives two fucks.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't know. It is. Where'd you get
There
it
is
from?
no
Oh.
football fan who loves watching a fucking D tackle.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to sit. But see, here's the thing. I don't want to
hate on how good he was at his position.
I also don't want to act like I'm like that ignorant to like what's going on in the trenches. Like, I mean, like I
No,
definitely
agreed.
appreciate it. I definitely.
This feels similar to Matt Slater.
Yeah. No. Aaron Donald's a lot more impactful than Aaron Donald. Or Aaron Donald is a lot more impactful. Was a lot more impactful than Matt Slater. But
I know.
Yeah, Aaron Donald retiring, so won't have to hear much about bro. Hollywood.
I feel like we'll hear more about Aaron Donald.
Hollywood Brown?
Fuck him.
Or Marquise Brown?
It's Marquise.
Marquise Brown, Kansas City Chief.
Once you stop, like once people stop using your nickname, you don't regain it.
Here's what pisses me off though. He gets to play with Patrick Mahomes.
Sure.
He gets to just run around and no matter what.
Go wherever.
Like,
he's just playing broken play football, which he might be good at because
he has a very high chance of being a Super Bowl winning wide receiver next year.
Yeah.
And
way more so than the Cardinals.
All I want to say is I just don't want this hype for Hollywood to be like, I don't know, like it's been pretty set in stone what he can provide.
Yes.
And I just don't like. Let's just keep it. Let's just say what it is. There's weapons on offense that make quarterbacks, and then there's quarterbacks that make weapons.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes is gonna. Weapons. He's gonna make
out of anybody.
He's gonna make Marquise Brown look a lot better than he is.
Yeah.
And maybe Patrick Mahomes is better than Lamar at making somebody that's not that good more impactful.
Yeah.
But because I've already seen it, I don't want to hear like, this is it. Like, see, this is why Lamar, like, he couldn't do this with Hollywood, but Patrick Mahomes, it's like, bro, I don't.
It was a Hollywood problem. It was not.
Yeah, it's not
a Lamar problem.
I guess at the end of the day,
because Lamar's playing with Zay right now, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, Zay's kind of just a better Marquise Brown, a Marquise Brown with better hands, honestly. It's
better hands, shiftier.
Like he might not be as fast, but he's quicker and a better route runner. So I mean, hey,
way better, like times 10.
Whatever.
Better route.
Whatever. I'll take Zay over her.
I'm not an NFL player, but if I was a coach, I'm jamming Hollywood, and then he's got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, obviously, like you said, there could be broken play opportunities, but it's like he's not complete enough like a Tyreek or on a lower level like a Zay to be like, like he's just fast.
Yeah,
like,
with bad hands. Like the hands thing was so bad.
But another thing
it got
is
to a point where he was ruining a season for a team.
But the problem is, it's like if he just does a little, if he just drops a little bit, like if he just doesn't drop as many balls as KT, then it's a success. Then it's like, oh, look, like, oh.
But if you can find a way to get KT to catch a football, he's 10 times better than Hollywood.
If you find a way to put the ball in Kadarius Toney's hands, he's going to do a lot.
No. You can put the ball in his hands. It's just a matter of him.
Yeah.
Keeping it there.
He's more versatile as more like a Debo than what Hollywood can provide to an offense.
Hell yeah. Hollywood doesn't provide much other than maybe a little bit.
I'm looking through some other moves before this last topic because I've been seeing this everywhere. But Pittsburgh trades Deontay Johnson to Carolina. That kind of pissed me off.
This is so stupid.
That pissed me off a little bit because I know Pittsburgh.
Where did he go?
Carolina.
That's fucking
and
silly.
They've been counting him out more and more as the years have gone by, but I was excited to see what he could do with Russ and what Russ could do with
a good
him.
quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. And
he's a great route runner.
They trade him to fucking.
I know.
trade him to Carolina, which is pretty much
I see that as a 1-year pit stop, and then he's going and
yeah.
getting a bag somewhere.
Hopefully, Aaron
I know.
Jones to Minnesota. So I mean,
Good for them.
I guess Jordan Poyer to Miami. Shaq Barrett also signs with Miami.
Yeah, they picked up some defensive
So Jordan
players.
Poyer and Shaq Barrett. So Miami.
Poyer's a good move for them.
Miami is absolutely loading up as well. I like that. They're making moves just similar to like the Texans.
DeMar Hamlin moves to ESPN. Free agent signing.
You're hilarious. The last topic though. It's a popular conversation. A lot of people are talking about it, and I brought up one side of this story, but I didn't bring up the whole fairy tale ending that everybody else just came up with. People are having talks and saying that Justin Jefferson is going to get traded to Cincinnati.
I didn't see that, and now I'm pretty scared.
See, but here's the thing, Devin. Yes.
Well, Jettis is going to demand a trade.
In a perfect world, yeah, the LSU gang is back together. But that's just, I'm
going to be honest. The fact that, like, when you said that, I was like, that's very possible.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible at all.
T. Higgins is gone. They're going to let Tyler Boyd walk. They have Jamar Chase.
But you lose Joe Mixon. You're losing other guys. I think they got to lose a lot more to take on that Jefferson contract.
Do you think Jefferson would take a cut to play with Burrow and Chase?
I just don't know if, and especially your take on Burrow, if that's what their offense is going to be, Joe Burrow and those two receivers. It's like, yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be lethal, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No.
I don't think it's going to be like, oh, there we go. We figured it out.
But there's only one team that can have enough.
Who's that?
No, I'm saying like every year there's only one team.
Enough. Oh, okay. I thought there was an answer to that, but okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
The Bengals would have a potential to be enough.
Yeah, but I just
would they? Probably not.
I don't. I mean, what?
But honestly, for the sake of the NFL, for the sake of Justin Jefferson, and not being a Ravens fan, I think I would not hate seeing that.
I just don't think. I don't. I guess. I mean, you can.
Well, Justin's not staying in Minnesota.
You can love it.
You said that. You said he would rather sit out.
Yes, but also, I didn't think Devontae Adams would rather play with Derek Carr over Aaron Rodgers.
Well, that was a money move.
I didn't think D-Hop was gonna. I didn't think. And is Jefferson? Did we not go over Jefferson's contract?
Well, Adams is later in his career.
Did we not go over Justin Jefferson's contract?
Maybe.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, bros. Pretty sure we were talking about how much of a bag he was getting.
Making a good amount of money.
I didn't think D-Hop was gonna want to go play with Ryan Tannehill. There's moves. There's receivers make really questionable moves.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but receivers just make the weirdest moves.
They're divas.
And I just don't know. Like to me, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, they're best friends though. It's like, that's the thing. Like, is that really what you want? Like, do you really want them like fucking worrying about, like look at it like this. There was a time where Juju Smith-Schuster was supposed to be really good. There was a time where There was a time where Chase Claypool was supposed to be nice.
Well, no. Juju was supposed to be nice because he had the luckiest break of his career playing behind
but then Claypool came in and they were supposed to be nice. They were supposed to be nasty. Remember, they were 6-0. They were the shit. But then they started worrying.
Weren't they like 10-0?
Then they started worrying about the TikTok dances too much. They started worrying about the lights and the cameras. They started worrying about a little too much. I think if Jamar and Jettas are, they might get a little too big headed if they play together. I don't know, but
maybe.
Obviously, they're
as
not
a football
Juju
fan
and Chase Claypool.
Not even fucking close.
Yeah, no.
But as a fan, I wouldn't hate seeing it.
Sure. As a fan, yeah.
My take on the Bengals might be
But
A little
I
different.
don't know, like you.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much it would move the needle, but
It's
it's
really
pretty
weird.
lethal.
It's weird that you think that that would change it that much. Like
It wouldn't change it that much.
receivers just it. To be honest, the way you say, like the way you talk about Burrow, like I can't believe you think he's good enough. Like it doesn't matter. Like oh, they got Justin Jefferson too. It's like cool. Joe Burrow ain't good enough. Like I feel like that's how you think. Like how I would
I would
expect you to
also
think.
like to see them fail.
I guess. Then you're wasting
That,
two receivers' careers and Joe Burrow's. I mean, what are we doing? At least let them
well, you're
all.
not wasting Burrow's. You're not wasting Joe Burrow's career
Why?
because he has two of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah, yeah. You're
You
right. You're
you
right. You're right.
can't
You're right.
like you can't waste if he doesn't do anything. That's his fault.
But I do. I think Justin Jefferson. I don't think he's going to be traded to Cincinnati. I think if he does,
He will move.
if he gets traded, it's going to be to whatever.
Hold on.
What's up?
What if he plays against those fuckers
What do you
twice a year?
plays against who and
The Bengals.
goes to us?
You don't want him,
We don't have the money for that. No, we don't. No.
even if you did. So you had a
I
couple
mean,
more.
yeah, it'd be cool. I get. No, I don't want Justin Jefferson.
That's true.
I would hate. I'd hate to have
That would suck.
dude.
He's so.
Dude, to have Justin Jefferson, I would hate to have that. But no, I think he's gonna get traded to whoever helps Minnesota the most.
Because it is a trade.
Yeah, he's gonna get traded to Chicago, and Justin Fields is gonna be the Vikings
No.
quarterback, and it's gonna be
That would-
another weapon
No.
for Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is gonna have fucking. He's gonna have more.
If Caleb Williams gets jetted, I hope he.
He's
Leaves.
gonna have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and fucking Justin Jefferson, and that's gonna be his career.
I hope he throws 10 touchdowns and 57 picks.
But with that being said, we talked Derrick Henry being a Raven, Patrick Queen not being a Raven, the Bucks making some moves, Commanders signing their fucking franchise quarterback, Jameis,
Shut up, dude!
Joe
Don't say that.
Flacco, Chauncey Gardner, Deontay Johnson move, Aaron Jones, Jordan Poyer, Shaq Barrett. The only thing we didn't talk about was Leonard Floyd to San Fran, which I thought was a pretty good move. Bad move for Buffalo. He was one of Buffalo's better pieces on their defense.
Diggs is leaving also.
After this year for sure.
No, Diggs is out.
Keenan Allen, Mike Will. The Texans are loading the fuck up. Aaron Donald leaves. Hollywood is back, I guess. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I gotta pee.
All right. Well, with that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll be back on Tuesday to talk probably even more NFL moves, more signs, more trades, probably some NBA. It's been a week. It's been a week or two since we bust maybe a
We'll throw a little splash.
I'm gonna throw some NBA in there. But with that being said, it has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Yeah.